And we go through these scriptures and see what it's saying to change and become better in our operations. Look at 2 Ezra 13 and 23. It says, he that shall endure the peril, the danger, in that time have kept himself. The only way you can keep yourself is to follow the Most High's laws, statutes, commandments. His moral laws, civil laws, and dietary laws, and ceremonial laws. That's keeping yourself. He that shall endure the peril, the danger in that time that we looking at right now, have kept himself. That they that be fallen into danger are such as have works and faith toward the Almighty. Works. We show what your works was. Go back there again. Some of you might be just coming in. Exodus 18 and 20. It's your works. Exodus 18 and 20. We went over this earlier within this lesson. Exodus 18 and 20. And thou shalt teach them ordinances and laws that the Most High gave us. Work of the Most High. And shall show them the way wherein they must walk, and the work that they must do. You see that work that they must do? It's clear. I mean, over and over again, the Most High telling us the same thing. Most High speak once, yea, twice, man perceives it not. So we got to keep reminding us of what to do. So, going back to 2 Ezra 13 and verse 23. Let's see verse 22. Whereas thou hast spoken of them that are left behind, this is the interpretation. He that shall endure the peril in that time have kept himself. So that's why MASHAYACH said, go to St. John. I want St. John 14. And 13, I believe. No, that's not it. It's Matthew 24. Try that. Matthew Salaka. Matthew 24 and 13. Matthew 24, 13. But he that shall endure unto the end, the same shall be saved. See? So you got to endure unto the end. They tell you in verse 12 is because iniquity shall abound, that's peril, and wickedness, sins, the love of many shall wax cold. That's why you can't be part of this waxing cold to be against what the Most High tells us to do and what we heard even in this lesson. But he that shall endure until the end, you got to endure to the end, the same shall be saved, and saved from your enemies and from the hand of all that hate you. That's what he's talking about. Going back to 2 Ezra 13 and 22, whereas thou hast spoken of them that are left behind, this is the interpretation. He that shall endure the peril, the danger in that time have kept himself. They that be fallen into danger are such as have works and faith toward the Almighty. That's why I tell you in Revelation 14 and 12. Revelation, last book of the Bible, Revelation 14 and 12. Look what it says. Here's the patience of the saints. We define the saints as the 12 tribes of Israel. Psalms 148:14. Here are they that keep the commandments of the Most High and the faith of YAHAWASHI. There it is. Same thing it's saying here. In the Old Testament. 2 Ezra 13, 23, he that shall endure the peril, the danger, in that time hath kept himself. They that be fallen into danger are such as have works and faith toward the Almighty. Know this therefore, that they which be left behind are more blessed than they that be dead. See? They that be left behind are more blessed than they that be dead, because when you look at you left behind, you can be part of 1 Thessalonians 4:16, man. It says, for the Most High, YAHAWASHI, himself shall descend from heaven. He's going to descend like he ascended to heaven. He's going to descend to heaven from heaven with a shout and with the voice of the archangel and with the trump of the Most High. And the dead that are died in MASHAYACH shall rise. They're going to rise first. Then we which are alive, which he's talking about, those that endure the danger, the peril, and so forth, and still endure unto the end, they're going to be those that can be alive. Then we which are alive and remain shall be caught up together with them, those that have died by SHAM in the clouds, in the chariots of the Most High. What they call it, UFO, we call them IFOs, identified flying objects. The angel with the angels that drive the chariots of the Most High in the clouds. They call clouds. To meet Mashiach Yahawashi in the air, and so shall we ever be with Mashiach Yahawashi. Wherefore comfort one another with these words, as it is written. So it's very important that, we take this to heart and we do the best we can in trying to change. That's all it's about, change. If you don't want to change, then hey, you're not worthy of the kingdom. You got to change. I'm just keeping it real. When we do a lesson on it, I probably did a lesson already on it. But Second Ezra is 16 and 17. Look what Ezra said. Woe is me. Ezra said, woe is me. Destruction is me. Woe is me. Destruction is me. Who will deliver me in those days? That peril that's going to come on this earth. He said, he want to know who will deliver him in them days. That he's thinking that he's going to be here in these days, the end times. Beginning of sorrows and great mournings. The beginning of famine and great death. The beginning of wars, and the powers shall stand in fear. That's what we at, y'all. In these last days, the beginning of evils. He said, what shall I do? This Ezra asks the question, what shall I do when these evils shall come? You better hear what he's saying. But see, he didn't realize, that's why it's so beautiful that the Most High allowed us to have his word in the volume of the book, and to look at what's being said. Whereas even our people, like even with us, some things we might have read, like you can look at some of my videos from the 90s or early 90s and so forth to where I'm at now. The Spirit has given me more than what I had then in correcting certain things too. Why Ezra was told, he's wondering how he's going to make it in the times, these peril, these dangerous times that you've heard because of great pride that we read in this lesson here. He wondering how he gonna make it through. He said, destruction to me is I'm gonna die, I'm gonna be put to death. He's scared. But he was told this in 2 Ezra 14 and 9. 2 Ezra 14 and 9. He was told this. For thou shalt be taken away from all, and you're gonna die, Ezra. And from henceforth, from here on in, thou shalt remain with my son. That's a Mashiach Yahawashi right there in the Old Testament. And with such as be like thee. Remember he told us we read in the 2 Ezra 8th chapter, verse 50, 51, he said, hey, seek out those just like Ezra. He was humble. He didn't count himself as one of the righteous. That's marvelous in the eyes of the Most High. See, for thou shalt be taken away from all. I mean, he's going to die.